Hello everyone. There we go. We are finally live. My first time doing this, so do excuse me if it is a little bit scuff. We have a super exciting match in our hands today, but before that, let's go through the basic rules. 6 game play per match. That's only hand camp and input display required, and playing for league phase points. And now, before the stream starts, this is required in my job title to remind you that we do have the Matcherino for the tournament. It's exclamation Matcherino. Will take you to our link of the Matcherino of the Dash Champions League, where you can donate to pay these lovely players for giving us great entertainment. Currently, the pool is at $212.34. The match we have on our hands today is, of course, Matt Martin going against Poopyoldhag. Extreme heavy hitter. Matt Martin, of course, coming off the back of an extremely high performance, extremely in form, or in the Tetris Friendlies universe on the Monday Night Mayhem show, where he defeated NGC Man in one of the most thrilling dash match I have ever personally seen. And of course, Poopyoldhag, our current 7th place player, looking to go straight into the knockout round. Has been informed recently in the Dash Champions League, but our opponent for today will be someone to watch out for. Finally, we have the players who look to be ready, so we will transition to them very soon. Of course, before that, I'm your host today, Toga, and as I mentioned before, not exactly the most experienced with this, so do excuse me if there will be some issues. And I have also been notified ahead of time that Matt Martin will also be expecting some issues with his internet connection, which is understandable and completely anticipated for. Alright, we shall wait for the players to go ahead and get ready. I'll go ahead and generate your seed in the meantime. There is your seed. It is 6E0BE2. And I do remind players that you are required to have the inputs counter and the hertz display on the Dash Champions League tournaments. So just checking if do remind that I saw Poopy has it on, but just reminding that Matt, if you haven't turned it on, then do so. You can. But if you already have it, then I'll be fine. Just waiting for Poopy to finish up her warm-up here today. We have to be honest, this is a worldwide match, a very weird time zone, so we don't usually see this channel specifically streaming in a lot. We have Matt Martin, from the USA, and Poopyoldhag from New Zealand, being restreamed by Vietnamese. So, a tournament that is more, I think, favoring Europeans all the times. It's definitely a weird time for it to stream on. But we do see Poopyoldhag is inputting her seed, so I think we'll be ready very soon. Alright, both players are ready. We can go ahead and get the game started. The first game of this matchup between Matt Martin and Poopyoldhag will be underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, well, favorite in terms of the scheduling time, and we do not have same P-sets. Player, go ahead and top out. We do believe. We check. Yep, Matt Martin, you are not on the seat, you are on Tetris. So players go ahead and top out. Just increment your seat to, I think it will be 7F, if I'm correct. 7F0VE2. Minor mishaps, nothing major. What is major is the significance of this match. But both players, of course, extremely competent in their own, and Matt Martin looking to finish off his preparing just before the major tournament that is the Jonas Cup, but the Stand Champ League will be underway in 3-1 Tetris. Yeah, as I mentioned, Jonas Cup this weekend, I think, is it? Of course, in happening in the previous spots that would usually normally host the Classic Tetris World Championship, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo in Portland. This time, of course, this year we have our new home in the SoCal Gaming Expo, of course, in California, in Pasadena, California. We are returning home for the first ever inaugural Jonas Cup, of course, in honor of our beloved hero, friend, icon, Jonas Neubauer. What he would love to see, though, is matches and tournaments like this, promoting not only Tetris in the community, but also his favorite playstyle of DAS. With that, the segue into the score check: 50,000 for Matt Martin and 56,000 for the Poopyoldhag. We ahead by 3 lines, so we are virtually neck and neck, taking into account the line difference. Both players off to a good start here, a good board, and nothing major in terms of the traffic for the players to have to handle. Also plays very competent in their own right, so I don't expect to see too many silly mistakes. Let's see recently, of course, Matt Martin getting out of really ridiculous situations, digging with a playstyle that you would think is limited, but these players, they make it feel like it's even easier for them than if they play roll or tap. 100k now against 87,000. Simul Tetris. Matt Martin into the lead here. Tetris ahead at 126,000. So Poopyoldhag having to burn those 3 lines very early on in the game, within the first 20 lines. Definitely put her at a bit of disadvantage early on. Matt Martin, of course, we know, a pretty aggressive DAS player, so definitely can press the advantage when he does want to. Poopyoldhag, nice adjustment there to go for the triple, but I think she wanted to go for the Korean adjustments, but realized that she had a line and uncovered, so just the well covered, so just uncover that and scoring a Tetris. I think in terms of the placements, the Matt Martin is at 15th right now, so safe, still has a chance to go to the knockout phase, but definitely can improve his position a little bit more, perhaps try and sneak his way into that top 8 position. He has only played 3 games so far, so a lot of matches to be played, a lot more scores to be claimed, just like this one with that Tetris boom for Matt Martin. 311 playing 279 now. We're still very close, and this lead hasn't really increased or dwindled, reduced at all. Poopyoldhag just staying clean, and so has Matt Martin, so we're heading closer and closer to the George Parker turn now. Both players around 18 lines and really good pace. Matt Martin, both players looking at a potential 600,000 transition here. And this is only the first game, so I'm hoping you'd see a potential max out on the board here. Especially these players, if any players can pull it off, it is these players. A 1.3 DAS player going against a 1.2 DAS player. So, and we do have I think it's an ad on the side of Matt Martin, but no big issue. I think I just run once it run out, we'll be fine. See his board clearly. 420 for Matt Martin. Okay, now after 449 now, so Matt Martin 100,000 point lead. Poopyoldhag a little bit behind, but even with that Tetris, she'll still only be around 20,000, 30,000 behind, around that mark. And now we cross the 100 line market. Both players looking at already hitting that pace goal of 400,000 points by 100 lines. So decent pace, grounds most definitely for a max out. Ad has run out. We go back to scheduled play. Boom, Tetris from Matt Martin to hit that 500,000 mark at 110 lines. Oh my, that is some pacing. We are now up to 500,000 also with Matt Martin looking to be the first one to do the transition, even daring down the barrel of a 600,000 transition. Poopyoldhag a little bit behind. I think won't be able to hit that mark, but we'll still be happy with her transition. Second up high, there comes the long bar for Matt Martin, and Poopyoldhag blocking well right before it. Long bar dependency resolves it, actually not going for the Tetris to bring the board down low. She understands that she can burn to 19, so does want to resolve that long bar dependency right before the transition mark is hit. Both players, one more Tetris available to the both of them before the transition. 585 for the Poopyoldhag is her 19 transition pace. 618,000. Matt Martin is going to go into the level 19, and the game is on here on the post-transitional speed for the both players. Poopyoldhag scoring another Tetris up to 635 onto the blue colors of level 20. We can't see because of the way her stencil and her graphics is set up. Matt Martin now up to 654, leading still by that 20,000 point lead. Has not changed lead at all here. Oh, Matt Martin large bit of trouble. They didn't know what to do with that SP, so just lays it down the board, manages to burn away, but now we'll be focusing on the digging for the rest of this level 21. Poopyoldhag does open up the window of opportunity for her, as I fumble my words, to come back to this game, and exactly she's done just that. 690,000. Now up to 720 now at a 160 line for Poopyoldhag into level 22. Poopyoldhag has reclaimed the lead, playing the game now in her favor. Matt Martin having to spend those times to dig, put himself at a disadvantaged position halfway at the midway at the early point of level 19 speed here. Oh, good pace from both players. Matt Martin taking a safety triple. The long bar came right after that. That's a bit of a sigh of relief there. Traffic appears on the board for the Poopyoldhag. 765 with that Tetris now. Matt Martin not set up just yet. The long bar comes, but not in time, and now he'll be wanting another one to show up very soon and waiting on it. There it goes. Had to dirty up his board just a little bit to get that Tetris. Putting up to 760 now, 30,000 point behind, but at the same line count. So this is a real time lead and a real pace lead for the Poopyoldhag. 826 at level 24 now for her. Matt Martin behind now by 60,000 points. Oh, risky adjustment there for Matt Martin. I don't know if he intended to do that, but he'll have to live with it. These pieces are not very favoring. Really nice top skin with that long bar for Matt. Clean board now. The long bar depends in the middle of the board that will have to look to resolve it soon. Blocks the well, prefers to clean off the dependency to make his board clean before going for that Tetris. Poopyoldhag will also have to clean up her board, but the setup on column number 7 is gonna hit it. Boom! Tetris for the Poopyoldhag, 902,000 points at 205 lines. Insane pace and a comeback for the Poopyoldhag in the first game. Matt Martin behind now by 100,000 points at 822. He will have to recover not only 100,000 points, but try and claim the lead before that level 29 transition. Poopyoldhag 938 now, just a few more Tetrises away from the max out. 939. My god, but the board is climbing, waiting on the long bar, waiting for the hero, and that hero will answer the call. 973, one away from that A letter of the hexadecimal alphabet. Matt Martin also waiting for that long bar. It gets clean in time. Long bar will come inevitably, as we know from the sequence of the Poopyoldhag, but transitions onto level 28 before that. Matt Martin going through a drought right now. The long bar comes in time for 900k, but Poopyoldhag already maxing out. 857 on the board into level 29, even getting more lines. And Matt Martin, only one Tetris to go. What can he do? He'll get the 944. He won't get the max out though, and Poopyoldhag will claim the first game with an A61. GG's. Oh man, Poopyoldhag. First points of the night on the board. Well done indeed. 861 max on their first game, coming back from a deficit, although minor. Matt Martin had the pace lead going into level 19, but that level 19 play was a difference. Poopyoldhag managing to keep her well clean, keep it open at all times, always ready for the long bar, and when it does come, she claims all those Tetrises. And Matt Martin a bit flustered on that level 25 dig. Had to spend a lot of time trying to resolve dependencies, a few bad pieces he was hesitant, didn't know what to do. But ultimately, it was a difference on the level 19 that gave Poopyoldhag the A61, the max out, and the win, making it 1-0. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get our second game underway, and let's hope it's as exciting as the first one in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And please, Ivan, do not jinx it. Oh, sorry, Arctic CX. Please do not jinx it. I've been trying my best, and actually, it happened before the stream started. I streamed on the wrong channel. I started the stream on my channel, and I had to unstream and start it on the actual Das Tetris channel. So, yeah, I did a good enough job hiding the scuff from the general viewers' eyes. That much I'm gonna go through a little bit of a ad thingy with Hicker in this situation here, but I'll be fine. No problem just yet. So far I haven't seen the oh no, Matt Martin misdropping the T piece, didn't have enough space for it, but his board is clean enough, is slow enough to allow him burn options get out of this, and really nice and so far. That's gonna be a ghost burn, so have to work on getting access to that hole on column number 3. Meanwhile, Poopyoldhag also in a dig of her own. Always risky with that, even how good these players are to get up really high around that next box height. Both players digging it down though, doing really well. As Matt Martin comes back fully in his full form without the ad disrupting the stencil, he's going to be ahead 81,000 playing 83,000. Poopyoldhag actually behind in pace, slightly ahead in the line count, but we are still, I can confirm, neck and neck. Now with that Tetris though, Poopyoldhag climbing ahead, 20,000 point lead at Tetris, and some change. Matt Martin will be looking for the Tetris setup in column number 3, and he'll claim his as well. We get it closer, but you saw this situation happen in the first game as well. Playing getting a 1 Tetris lead early on. In this game, it's going to be Poopyoldhag in reverse of what happened in the first game. Fairly close enough. I think the main deciding factor that will sway the outcome of the match will definitely be that 19 play. We saw it decide the first game, and perhaps it will for this game too, both players of course. So, oh no, Matt Martin! A catastrophic misdrop! Head in hands. And what can you do but express your disappointment for that Tower of Doom in the middle of the board? A single early shift on the TPs, he will chop out in a horrendous fashion, unbecoming of his character. But the Poopyoldhag won't care. She has won that game, got the score up to 2-0. Martin going too high, didn't get, and the early shift caused the T to go back on top of that tower. And I think it's just a bit too hasty to go for that shift. It'll go down. Thus mean the Poopyoldhag has a 2-0 lead. You can already look towards perhaps reaching that match point that she had saw for something. No idea. Oh, there she is. Back at it. Both players are ready now. We are getting started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Poopy happy feet. Up 2-0 now. Matt Martin will have to look to bounce back after that catastrophic misdrop and a top out super early on. Really not what we expect from a player of his caliber, but it's Tetris. Classic Tetris. It's the cruel mistress. It can happen to anyone, even to the best of the best, which Matt Martin definitely is. Right then, both players playing perfect so far. I say that, but Poopyoldhag going to have to go for her first burn there. Oh, nice out tuck for Matt Martin. We'll get that Tetris off the back of that. Really nice setup. I think one of the biggest things that players, perhaps have learned and mastered the dash control. One of the biggest aspects that can take their game to a new level is the ability to not only see and mix those super quick tuck setup adjustments, but also just the ability to realize that, okay, my board is in an okay state. I can set up these tucks, these delayed tucks early, still be Tetris ready, so when that piece does come, I don't have to burn and still have the board be perfect and clean. Just like that, Poopyoldhag. Square on the left, tuck with the J. Almost a reverse 5 and under there. Considering the square came first in the sequences, that would be J piece in a traditional 5 and under. Big Grand Tetris for the Poopyoldhag. 212 playing 206 now. Both players 200,000 before the 50 line mark, which is usually what we expect of the so-called max out pace, which was demonstrated very evidently by the Poopyoldhag in the first game. Max out A61 as well. Matt Martin has been known to do plenty of that in competition. Most recently, of course, in the Tetris friendly match against NGC Man. Maxing, I think, at one point having a B on the board, a 1.1 in one of those games. I think maxing 3 out of those, maybe 4 out of those 6 games that they played. Sorry, 5 games out they played. Poopyoldhag up to 300,000 now. Both players at 300,000, neck and neck. Matt Martin slightly ahead because he's been burning, but it's a minor lead at best. Both players doing the absolute best. Matt Martin actually didn't go for the Z spin, realized he had a P. He stuck that in without taking any burns. Does mean that his board on the left side is a little bit dependent when time burning it. A few lines of efficiency sacrificed for the board parity. Still, those jagged pieces on the left, exactly where you don't want them, completely going against the parity priority. One of the fundamentals of classic Tetris. With that Tetris though, so his board's relatively clean, the Z piece will do nicely, and finally fixing his board completely. Meantime though, the Poopyoldhag has pulled ahead slightly, 399 now playing 375, so a 20,000 point lead. The Tetris difference separating the two players once more. So we look potentially at another level 19 transition for both of them. I thought that just like the first game, they can deliver on level 19, not top out before that point arrives. Alright, Tetris for the Matt Martin up to 420 now. Hey now, we are at 469. Hey now, 93 lines. Matt Martin actually didn't really know what to do with that Z piece, so we just drop it in there, create an overhang, try and burn this away, and does it nicely with the J piece. But these long bars are coming in exactly when he doesn't need them. Waiting on long bar, Simul Tetris, Poopyoldhag 516 at 102 lines, and Matt Martin 471 at exactly 100 lines. But both players with extremely good paces on level 18. But Matt Martin just slightly off the mark. Poopyoldhag just able to get a little bit more out of the piece sequence. Poopyoldhag looking to get on 600,000 even before level 19 with lines to spare. Matt Martin looking to also get a 600k transition, but definitely going to be a Tetris, or 40,000 points will be separating them as they head into that dreaded speed increase. $607 now for the Poopyoldhag, 118 lines, and another Tetris up to 630,000. My god, this is some ridiculous pacing. Poopyoldhag will actually sacrifice that though to get a safety triple cleared. No long bar so far, no long bar in sight, but there's finally one for the Poopyoldhag. 658 with one more to go, looking for a 680,000 transition, while Matt Martin is burning and allowing Poopyoldhag to build a lead on him now. The lead ballooning now to over 100,000 points. Matt's gonna burn with a single into level 19, but Poopyoldhag transitioning at 681. My god, in this game number 3, looking to make a statement against Matt Martin to prove that why she is one of the best players in the Dash Champions League and why she's on top in the board. Oh no, Matt Martin in a lot of trouble, didn't take that burn. Needs to get that L over, decides against it, didn't have enough dash, so waiting on the long bar now. Long bar dependency needs to get resolved. On a burn away, okay, gets the well opened, temporary well with no long bars to be found. The drought, oh, the drought's gonna end him there. No long bar to be found. Play this out, Poopyoldhag, because this is some extremely good pace. But that's 3-0 for the Poopyoldhag. Man, Martin just throwing his towel into the ring there, realizing that was some ridiculous pace from Poopy. I mean, Matt had a 560 at one point with 10 lines to go before the level 18, but then realized that I can't really outpace on 18 before Poopy does. So I just play it safe going to 19, but the rough speed sequence and then the drought ultimately ended him. But look at this pace from Poopyoldhag, level 23, 846,000 off the back of a 680,000 transition. So everything is set up for her to make a historic game for herself here. Alright, some rough speed sequence here on the left hand side, doesn't really look that nice, but gets the right pieces, has enough patience to wait for the right pieces to slot into those holes. Here comes the long ball, bang, Tetris, 900,000 at level 24, and she's still going, no time to lose. The game is on for the Poopyoldhag. 912 now. Oh, traffic on the board, looking to burn away, has pace to spare, just has to get safe, double square, handles it nicely. Oh, a square didn't make an adjustment in time for it, so have to deal with the consequences now. J piece is nice, set up in the middle, but blocks the well. Gets the piece over the left hand side, barely got enough movement for that, and another piece that barely got over. My god, on the limits of our seats right now. Long ball comes in, Tetris 957 on level 26 now. Oh my god, let's see if she can max out on level 26. Only one more Tetris and some change for the max out for the A on the board. Sets up a T-tuck. Nope, actually does really smart. See something even better. 995 on level 27 now. 210 lines. 2 more levels to go. 20 more lines to go. T-tuck. Long bar dependency on column number 2. It's gonna get a long bar. 998 now. 1 burn away from the max out. But she won't care. She'll be setting up for the Tetris. Barely got that T over. Now waiting on a long bar. Has enough. There we go. AOO. It was triple blocking the well. That's a long bar. Came just in time. Almost close to level 28 transition. Gonna get set up. Barely got that piece over now. Dependent extremely on a long bar. She has to sell. She has no other options. But she'll block it. Going for the burn. The long bar comes. But she's already committed the right side of the dash charge. And she'll go down with an AO7. A 687 transition that perhaps one would consider dying out too early, but she won't care because she's got another max out on the board out of 3 games played in competition. What a monster. Alright, players, hang on for a second. Let me check something real quick. Alright, let us hope that Matt Martin can bounce back. Remember, this is one of the many games that he's been playing to prepare himself for the Jonas Cup. Going against such a strong opponent is always difficult. Both players already It's A on the board. Let's hope Matt Martin can get an A of his own in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It is game point for the Poopyoldhag, looking to clean sweep one of the strongest DAS players in the world, I would say. Making sure that he knows and he understands DAS Champions League is her playground. Game set is confirmed for what is potentially the final game, but not if Matt Martin has anything to say about it. I was actually going for the one point pushdown, so if both players top out, which they won't do, I'll be ahead. Another ad for Matt Martin. Game respect game, you just gotta make that. You gotta make that cash. Make that dough. Z-spin? No Z-spin here for Poopyoldhag. These players are just so unafraid. Just stare death in the eye and they say, try me. They don't care about the RNG, the droughts. They can handle it all. The one thing they hate more than most is a single burn. They won't sacrifice efficiency for anything, even if it puts them at a risky position, because they understand that any digs they have to go through, anything the game has to throw at them, they can do it. And really, that's the quality that separates a good player from the greatest. We are seeing exactly just that. I mean, playing only DAS, and Poopyoldhag especially, getting 2 max out in 3 games played. So, and that's a different level of consistency, built different, you could say. But both players actually neck and neck. 126 playing 127. One single line clear is the difference between these two players. So Matt Martin looking to push Poopyoldhag to the very extreme here. He's staying clean, but Poopyoldhag, bad pieces and board that doesn't really favor her. Needs to get something on the left hand side. The Z comes in time, but not soon enough. And oh no, a single piece sequence that was bad enough. She was too high up to clear it, and show go down at 129. And Matt Martin starts his comeback. First points on the board for him. And Poopy topping out early. Super rough piece sequence, honestly. That cost her that game there. 129 would be her top out score, reminiscent of the top up we saw in game 2 from Matt Martin. He went 2 up high as well, and made a mistake with the early ship and topped out. But this time for Poopyoldhag, it's actually a bad piece, really. She needed a Z because it was ZT dependent on the left side. Sorry, ST dependent on the left side. Oh, the piece came too late. One piece too late. But the both players are ready as I give Matt Martin his first score. And we can get our 5th game underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, one very good point PIW Tetris brought up in chat. Poopy being voted as a Pool 4 player, and I think Matt Martin was voted as a Pool 2 player, if I remember correctly. And Poopyoldhag proving all the haters, all the doubters incorrect here. Performing well based off the pool prediction results, you would consider her punching way above her weight. I mean, 7th place on the board, and more 2 player Matt at position, I think number 15 right now in the league standings. So Poopyoldhag has been performing extremely well, evident so far in this game. She'll look to continue that form, perhaps close out this game. Matt Martin looking to get his way back into it. Oh, actually, we're going to make the J dependency for Matt. Low enough though, waiting on the piece, and it does come in time now, waiting on long bar. Both players are, but both going through a drought. First triple burn for Matt. Long bar arrives for the Poopyoldhag. There we go. 74,000. And there it is, the Tetris also for Matt Martin. 79,000. I think I've seen Matt a lot, not really setting up tucks to try and not burn with these Z pieces that are coming in. I think with this red Z, I think he just kind of prefers to just either throw them to one side or burn. a lot of players will, like Poopyoldhag has done before, when they get a Z, they won't really set up a delay burn. They'll just put it to the left and then hope for a right piece to tuck in. It's a Z, I mean, especially when you set up a delay burn. Most of the times it takes usually 2 to 3 burns to resolve it, especially if you put on the right, and it requires 3 pieces per minimum into a double well. Matt with a, what I can only describe as a D-pad window in the middle of the board there, a cross section plus symbol, so a lot of burns to resolve this one. Go hand the lead over to Poopyoldhag. One Tetris will take her there, 193, so shows one Tetris will be the difference. But I think Poopyoldhag can really drive the knife into the wound. Any good player. I think really just kind of disappointing. I'd say that we're not able to see Poopy at the Jonas Cup simply due to the geographical distance that one would have to cover traveling to the event like that from a place like New Zealand. I think that's definitely one of the aspects of classic Tetris. Certainly before the first big boom of Joseph Seeley that really made the game international, is I think a lot of good players don't often get the chance to see them play in tournaments, you know, like the Jonas Cup, like the Classic Tetris World Championship, all the US regionals and whatnot. People consider high-tier tournaments limited by their chances. Even players closer to the US, like European players, you only get to see them really play on these tournaments, like the Dash Championship. We are watching Poopyoldhag, scary situation there, and it's just find a few tucks in time, keeps the well open for the long bar and the Tetris. Oh, another really awkward out tuck from Poopyoldhag, and she'll be extremely focused on just burning it away. A good long bar, get a top skim. So the whole doesn't put the long bar on that column number 7. As we have to pay the price of J dependency. Gets a J, solve it. These pieces are not. It's now set up. Dirty 3 off the bottom. Bang, dirty Tetris for Poopyoldhag. Matt Martin now 100,000 points behind. Not what you want to hear, especially when you're looking at potentially match point for your opponent. Poopyoldhag now 100,000 point lead. She has been spending some lines to burn away that situation, but still ahead, still clean. So as long as Matt Martin remains at his current pace, Poopyoldhag will continue to make this lead count. Heading into that Joey Parker turn of 100 lines has been passed by the Poopyoldhag. Both players actually a bit off the pace you consider seeing from the last few games, where they've done extremely well on level 18. But Poopy's still on it. 400,000, around 100 lines. Matt Martin 50,000 point behind now. Level 19 looms on the horizon. You will want to see the sunrise though before she sees the sunset. Definitely do not want to top out. Her feet are kicking. 345, playing 427. So Poopyoldhag 80,000 point lead now. Slightly ahead in lines though, so not really reflective of the actual pace of the two players. Just because Poopyoldhag is ahead by like 3 lines. Sorry, 3 Tetris worth of lines. Oh no, Matt Martin's game is frozen. Oh no, right before transition. It's not what we want to see. I think his internet has just dropped out, but it's fine. We've seen this before happen in the Tetris friendly last time out. So let's hope he comes in time soon. Go ahead and refresh them. I think it's just lagging right now. We'll be now into the transition at 5:21. Matt Martin offline fully. We'll see what his score is when he comes back. But for now, let's just focus on what the Poopyoldhag can do. 546, 547 now, 137 lines, so level 19, level 20 now. Pace is a bit off, but she won't care really too much. She just has to stay alive, score as many Tetris as she can, because she can't have any idea what Matt Martin's pace is, as we can't either. In this final game, the technical issue has finally arrived, and the scuff is here, fully in its presence. Matt Martin, so we can get live as soon as possible, so we can see what score he has. 586 now for Poopyoldhag. As I try to refresh the stream of Matt Martin, I think we have him back up almost. 6:15 now for Poopyoldhag. 6:44 on level 22. He's still playing. We don't have Matt back yet though, so we can get him back as soon as possible. 6:46 on level 22. Matt Poopyoldhag, oh, blocking the right side. That's really dangerous. Need to get out of this alive. Trying really badly, jolting the controller, reminiscent of the Sharky Hyper Jolt. We have 6:52. Needs to stay alive. Can't really know what the score of Matt is, so can't risk topping out. Can play safe off the information that she had to lead before level 19. More Hyper Jolts to come. Needs to get something with the left hand side, but it will hang the T, and I think that will be the end of her. And let's see what Matt Martin's score is as soon as he comes back. Oh man. Let's hope he can come back as soon as possible, because I am on the edge of my seat. Let's hope he's still alive, first and foremost. Man, what's going on? What's going on? He's back. He's back. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's still playing. All right, I'm gonna full screen this. 688, and he's taken over Poopyoldhag at level 24. And as soon as he's come back with a vengeance. I'm back, baby. 696, 699. Hey now for him. He'll take this for a 5th game to bring it up to 3-2. Despite the technical issue, Matt Martin, the class player, he won't go down that easily. Just as a silly little internet lag. He's staying alive to fight another day. Poopy couldn't hang on long enough to top out. Matt Martin will play this game out just to really reinforce the mental side of the game and get himself back into it. Man, that was scary there. Imagine if Matt Martin, if he came back and then we saw Matt already topping out early, that would have been super disappointing. But fortunately, that's not a reality we have to deal with. Let's go ahead and wait for both our players to get ready. Oh, anything, just taking a moment to recollect himself. After that super cheese cleansing moment, that heart and mouth moments of the internet just being unstable. Definitely one of the things we have to deal with. Running an online tournament, what we'd like to see run is this game, the decider in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. It is decider time. Get out all your emotes, folks. Let's get the game underway. Square, J, line, SZ. We are off to the races. SPS confirmed. Let's see who can take this decider. Matt Martin looking to make this a tie. Poopyoldhag looking to finish this one off. He had the opportunity to make it a sweep, couldn't convert the advantage. Matt Martin coming back slowly, surely. He's proving the class experience that he has as a player. He's been playing at the very highest level all the way back from 2019, so he knows what it's like to be in this situation before. Oh, start here. Those are some really awkward hanging towers for Matt Martin, acquiring some, I think, just awkward solves, really confusing ones. You don't see players forcing themselves to that situation, so kind of just doing with whatever comes out first. We have a set formula, this kind of setups. It'll be clean, waiting in a long bar for both players. There's the first one for Poopyoldhag and the Tetris, and the second for Matt Martin. I think Matt is ahead. I think that's the bottom of the 9. Yep, it's 98,000 for Matt Martin, leading Poopy momentarily before she claimed that Tetris. So 20,000 is the difference here. Both players at the same line count. That's the difference. And Matt looking to make the reverse sweep happen. Well, it's not really a reverse sweep, considering it's a tie capable format. Considering the game is this tournament's format is based off of the game of football. Therefore, ties are allowed. 16 of Matt Martin. So both players staying clean. I don't really want to see them get an early top. Oh, Matt, really independent and shakes his head. Yeah, I think he understood that just like I did. That was some super risky placement with the adjustment of that S piece. Sorry, that Z piece. He got out barely. Longbar came just in time. Oh, Poopyoldhag really high up here. LG dependent on the left-hand side. Longbar comes in just in time. Needs to get something with the left now. So he's something to get over to the right now. Can't get anything over. Committed the dash to the left-hand side and will go down in a game of chances. It's Matt Martin to come out lucky in the final game. Wins it barely. Poopyoldhag topping out, conceding the tie to Matt Martin. He'll celebrate as he reaches the number 3 and making this a draw. I mean, what can you say? It's I think definitely it's a little bit anticlimactic. But, you know, 2 maxes from Poopyoldhag. Matt Martin's still able to come back, so it really comes to show you the importance of staying consistent in the game, really. You can max 2 out of 6 games, but there's still 4 more to play. And Matt proves just that, the wealth of experience that he has to reach into the bag to use has paid dividends for him. Let's see if we can find a raid target. Send you fine folks over to. We can. Let's go. I'll send you guys over to our friend, our Australian friend, right next door to the Poopyoldhag in Wildly. Thank you for playing both players for an extremely entertaining game. I've been Toga, and I'll see you next time.